Well, hello, Young and the Restless Daily Recap fans. Today's daily recap is for Friday, December the 23rd, 2022. Friday, December the 23rd. Today was one of those filler episodes that really could have been placed anywhere and mean nothing. So this is going to be a very short daily recap because they really didn't move along too well. Uh, we have Noah. He got Sharon, Nick, Mariah, and Tessa. He brought them over to the club, and they were having a New Year's Eve little celebration, a little champagne before his club got really started for later. And, Noah, they were all talking about how nice it was. And uh, someone says, I think Mariah says Noah says we should make this, kind of like a tradition. Get together every New Year's Eve. And Nick is like, or not. And I'm like, you know what? Nick has pretty much been negative or contrary to every like get together gathering, like the way he was with Summer and Kyle and Phyllis, just contrary. But let Sally walk in. Now he's stupid, right? So he says, or not. And Noah's like, or Sharon, one of them said, or not. And he goes, well, bottom line, we don't know what we're going to be doing, where we're going to be at next year. Let's play it by ear. And I'm thinking, here's the thing. You sure laid out what you're going to do tomorrow. Boom, here, and then I'm going here, and then I'm going here, and then I'm going here, and end up there, right? So what's wrong with saying the night before, let's come on over to your club, Noah. Now we already know in soap opera land, Noah probably won't even be on the show next year, nor will he have this club. But there's nothing wrong with saying, yes, this is nice. It doesn't have to be at this club, but let's make sure we all kind of bring in the, touch bases, ring in Christmas Day, just get together because they didn't stay together long. Tessa, Mariah booked them a suite. Sharon was going to eventually go home because it was getting late. Nick was probably going to sneak off to go see Sally. So you still could do the same things you were going to do. Just say, yeah, you know what, son, that is nice. Let's make sure we all get together. But Nick, or not, So needless to say, now we follow Mariah and Tessa, at their suites. They had their little rose petal bath. They're in the little cozy hotel robes. And the next thing we know, they're waking up and they're late for Sharon to be at Crimson because she has food delivered to the homeless or the less fortunate every year. And the weather's really bad. It's snowing, So Mariah and Tessa show up and Noah has almost got the car filled, and they're getting ready for their deliveries, yada, yada, yada. And then they have the roads get really bad. Noah comes back for a second trip. And I'm thinking the roads are getting bad. You shouldn't be going out, but he does. And a pregnant woman comes in. She kind of got stranded, in the weather, the roads. So they invite her to sit in. She's a redhead. She kind of reminded me of Mariah a bit. She was a teenager. Well, not a teenager. She was in college. She was actually supposed to be going back for her next semester in college, but she got pregnant. Her parents are at odds with her. She just had to get out of the house. And they want to help her. They say they'll help her raise the child, but she really doesn't know that that's a decision she wants to make and yada, yada, yada. So we go through her going into labor and they couldn't get an ambulance there because of the roads. And then Sharon calls Elena and I guess Elena, but in reality, where Elena and Nate live, it's not too far from the coffee house because I know it's also not too far from Newman Towers because Victoria was telling Nate when he said he wanted a parking spot, she goes, you can walk to work. He goes, but that doesn't mean I want to every day. And in my mind, I'm thinking, yeah, in the winter, you don't want to walk to work. So Elena gets there and Elena ends up delivering the baby. Now, the girl was kind of indicating she was really liking Mariah and Tessa. And she possibly, I was thinking, okay, here's Mariah and Tessa's baby. But after she has it, she realizes that she does love this baby and she did find a new purpose. And the purpose is going to be, raising her child, with the help of her parents. So Mariah and Tessa just kind of looked at each other. They were a bit bummed, but then it shows Mariah sitting up in the bed, a little sad, and Tessa wakes up. Apparently, it was a dream. I hate it when there's why are we wasting times with dreams? I mean, come on now. Kind of got invested in this chick having her baby, and it was a dream. Waste of time. So Tessa and Mariah apparently had the same dream, and they were trying to figure out, what does this mean? Does this mean our hopes, we're going to be disappointed again? They couldn't quite figure it out because who could figure out dreams, but they knew they had to get over to the coffee house, and they go. And the weird thing is, the same conversation, Noah was saying the exact same things. And I'm thinking, well, that would creep me out, because I would say, hey, brother, you better think twice about those roads. It's very dangerous out there, right? Because Sharon had gotten a call from Noah, but didn't say he was in an accident or anything in the dream. So Sharon's like, what's going on? Your faces, you don't look like, what's happened? And they're like, no, we're just a little more champagne than we should have, or whatever. But then they get a little ding on the phone, a little text message, where the pregnant girl they're going to meet, she sends them a sonogram picture of the baby. And she says, we can't wait to meet you. So that gave them hope that, oh my goodness, she's serious about letting us adopt her baby. So they were happy about that. And it kind of gave them some, I guess, Christmas hope. That was their little Christmas miracle, that, this woman is truly interested in letting them adopt her baby. So that was it. And when I say that was it, that was it. And guess what? We could have did without that episode. We truly could have they could have played a Christmas Past episode to me, or actually a Christmas episode. Is that going to be on Monday? I mean, are we going to get together finally at the Newman house? I mean, we didn't get together with nothing, and it doesn't look like they're going to, because everybody was going through the thank you for watching us for another 50 years, and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, well, they sure didn't do that up, right? So anyway, let's go to comment corner. Now on comment corner, we've got a few comments here. Libby says, I've been away and just catching up on some episodes, but I feel compelled to comment on what I watched on the last show. What's with Kyle and Summer exchanging gifts, entertaining Daniel, and having deep conversations about his life when they're supposed to be making a break for it to the cabin while Jack distracts Jeremy? Like another vlogger pronounces that name, Jeremy Stark. I said the same thing. The whole time, Jack should have said, look, if I'm not calling you within 10, 15 minutes, get on out of there. It's a go. I pretty much distracted him. But the wording was, wait till I call you before you go. They were waiting crazily to get some kind of signal from Jack, which I never saw him give them, but okay, when they finally did leave. And Nick was so boring when telling about the Santa inquisitions. I about nodded off, I know. And it looks from the recaps that we're finally right about the character's pregnancy. Yes. If so, the pregnancy happened more quickly than Faith's overnight kidney transplant. That's it for now, except to wish all of our Daily Cap family a joyous holiday. And special thanks to Daily Recap Lady for bringing us all together. You are welcome. This has been a little over 6 months now I did my first daily recap. I think it was May 31st of this year. And now here we are almost at December 31st. I've loved every minute of it, and we'll continue to do this recap, even though, goodness, sometimes I do get a little busy. But the one thing is, no matter how busy I get, I still find time to watch my soaps. So that's why I do the recaps, because I do soap operas. I've been watching them for years, and I'll still watch them, and I'll find the time to squeeze in these recaps just so that we're having this time and sharing this dialogue with one another. So you know what? You have a happy and safe holiday, Libby, and everyone else, all my Young and the Restless daily recap fans. And Annette says Billy should have said, "Let's call your mother first before letting him go." And LaShanta says she was gonna say no. They agreed Johnny could decide. He asked Billy. He asked, and Billy is his dad. Vicky is just insecure. Have some grace for Chelsea. I hate she acts like Chelsea and Adam are beneath her. Victoria acts like everybody's beneath her. She really does. They are family. I'm glad Billy reminded her. Jack was all tough with Phyllis, but a weakling when it came to Jeremy. I wonder what Daniel was hiding, but always judging Billy. I'm so done with Dee Dee. Oh, I know. I guess Sally's pregnant. So predictable. Summer makes me nauseous. Nick is so desperate. I don't care how they try to humanize Sally. I'm not feeling her. I'm not feeling Sally either. She's another Audra thirsty. Yes, I did see the next week on The Young and the Restless. As a matter of fact, everyone, remember, I upgraded the YouTube channel, this GH Spoilers dash YNR Today YouTube channel. I now have those little clips that CBS puts out and ABC for General Hospital. So now you're able to see, and I have the clip for next week on The Young and the Restless right here on this daily recap channel where Sally talks. Chloe asked her, "Oh no, wait a minute. Are you sure you're not pregnant?" And Sally's looking like, "I don't know, I could be." "Yeah, chick, you are. Slept with both brothers in the vicinity of 24 hours or more. Yeah, you are." And Annette says, "Yes, as we say in the South, honey, it's all in the family." Yep. Look, she don't have to worry about what last name she's going to put on the birth certificate, right? See, Phyllis was worried when she was pregnant with Summer. Last name could have been Abbott, or last name could have been Newman. Fortunately, last name was Newman. I said unfortunately, could have been fortunate, unfortunate, whatever. Jack loved Summer. Now, in Sally's case, don't matter. Last name's going to be Newman or Newman. So yeah, there we have it. And then Annette also says, "Merry Christmas to all, happy holidays to all. Thank you, pretty lady, for spending the year visiting with us. Looking forward to next year." I am too, looking forward to next year. And then Libby says, "And to you, Annette." So we definitely, have our Young and the Restless family going on here. And, it's only going to grow with our comments and our family. So I'm looking forward to it. We've got a few recaps next week. I don't know how many days. I think actually, because of the way the holidays are running, we might have a full week of Young and the Restless. We shall see. Either way, I will be doing a recap on each and every one of those days. So everybody be safe out there. I want to see you again. Have a happy holiday and see you on Monday.